These new women will come online and say anything. The self-respect is just out the window. Y'all check this out.
Y'all, I literally had this dude tell me that I was an HOE because I wanted to use a condom to SUCK him. So he said because I used a condom to SUCK him that I was an HOE. I don't understand this generation. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I'm supposed to go around here SUCKing people without protection in order for me not to get called a HOE? Make it make sense. Like, if it's our first time having SEX and so on and so on, why would I not want to use a condom to SUCKU or to FUCKU? Like, this generation is weird. Like, men are really out here passing shit around. Like, they will literally try to contradict your brain to think that you're doing something wrong or that's not what you're supposed to be doing. Like, these men are so weird and horny out here nowadays. Like, they don't even care.
All right, I can't take any more of this. She just keeps going on and on. Plus, with all that spelling she doing, I don't know if I'm listening to a TikTok video or K Solo.
I-S-P-E-L-L, very W-E-L-L. I only spell so all can T-E-L-L.
But the young lady asked a question in the video. She said, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to go around sucking on these random men without protection? And all I can do is shake my head because, lady, you're not supposed to be going around sucking on random men. Can we just start there? How about you stop doing that? And on top of that, you don't need to come online and tell the world that is what you're doing. You just said these men are liars, they're nasty, and they don't care. Then why are you sucking them off? I get it, you women are gonna do what you wanna do. This is a different generation. Y'all can talk freely about sex and everybody's supposed to be okay with it. But I'm not okay with this. And if I was your father, brother, uncle, anybody, I would be so mad watching this video. What happened to the respect, ladies? Well, y'all just come online and say anything. It doesn't matter to y'all. I'm being straight honest with you. If I ran into this girl in the street and I thought she was pretty and I got her number and we started talking, and for whatever reason I pulled up this TikTok video, it's a wrap. And I know I'm not alone. These men hear a video like that, they are no longer going to care about getting to know you and who you are as a person and what you do. They're only going to care about what that mouth do. That's it. Right on the spot, it's a wrap. You just went online and told the world that you'd be sucking off random men. It's nice that you have protection on there, but it doesn't change the fact that you're sucking off random men. And as far as that guy is concerned, he didn't mean what he said. He just wants you to take off that condom, that's all. It's manipulation, it's head games. You should know all about that, consider what side of the gender you're on. He was just setting it up because the next time he doesn't want that protection in place. That's all that was. But that's the man you chose to do that with. Your picking skills are trash, lady. I hate to say it, they're trash. Because if that was a man who actually liked you, who actually appreciated you, the last thing he was gonna do was manipulate you after you did that for him. I know I sound like an old grumpy man who's just out of touch with this new generation, but this sounds crazy to me. The fact that you came online and shared this video and you said it without even blinking is just wild to me. I do not know what's going on with these women.
A lot of women, if you go and read the subreddits where women get to openly talk about their motherhood journey and things like that, it's like a lot of them genuinely view sex as a chore, another chore at the end of the night. Yep. Like, it's not even for fun. It's literally just to keep your man from being literally insufferable, from ruining your life with his whining and bitching and huffing and puffing. And a lot of them are going into the bedroom at the end of the night like a soldier going into the last trench of the day just to like fulfill an obligation because they have to. Nothing makes me more sick, honestly, than the thought of a woman doing 7,000 things throughout the day and then you literally have to walk into that bedroom like a prisoner, like a freaking captive, and then you have to like pretend to enjoy the last chore that you have to do at the end of the night.
I am one of 7, and all 6 of my siblings are married or were married at some point. I'm the only one who's never been married. But in watching this video, I'm kind of happy about that, I'll be honest with you, because I want nothing to do with this. Whatever they're talking about, I want nothing to do with that. And this is why so many men are trapped in these sexless marriages, because they're dealing with this. And the thing that I don't get, these same women who despise having sex with their husbands, they don't want him sleeping with anybody else, so you just want him to suffer? Is that what it is? Y'all just want this man to suffer. He won't keep his hands off me. Who else is he supposed to put his hands on? It is so confusing how some of these women talking about this. Now, I know this isn't every marriage, but that has been known for years. A lot of men get married thinking that they're gonna have sex all the time, not realizing that once they get married, that's when they're gonna have sex a lot less. I can't imagine being in a position where my wife doesn't want to sleep with me, but doesn't want me to sleep with anybody else. That is a special kind of torture. And then she's talking about it like it's the worst thing on the planet. Like these women are walking into the last stages of war and Armageddon and all this. They just be over exaggerating. The thing is, these women know when they sign up for marriage, you are the only woman that he can sleep with. Why do y'all then get in these marriages and don't want to sleep with the man? I understand there are multiple reasons why that can happen. I'm just saying it sucks. These women should look at their husbands and say, you go out and sleep with whoever you want. Go out and find you another girl to sleep with. I will still be your wife. That makes sense to me. You still love him. You still want to be married. Then just let him sleep with other people. I don't understand what else you want this man to do. Go years without sex because you don't want to have it? It's crazy to me. And here's the thing about me. I know I can never be a rapist. I can never do that because I don't even like any sex. You know when a girl just say, here, just take it. They lay down, look at the ceiling and want you to dive on top of them and start humping away. I don't want that. Now, if I was married long enough, I'd probably take it because I ain't got no other options, but I don't want that. Who wants that? The simple solution is to just let your man go sleep with other women. I'm talking to the women who are complaining, talking about it's a chore and it's the worst thing on the planet. You despise sleeping with him. If he goes off and sleep with another girl and then comes home to you, he'll be fine. He won't touch you. You'll have exactly what you want. But this is just like everything else. Women want it all. They want you to not touch them and not be all over them and always thinking about sex with them, but they don't want you to touch or think about sex with anybody else. Amazing. Sometimes it's good to just sit back and let these young men learn on their own. Y'all check this out.
I remember the first second, the first minute, the first hour, the first day of ever encountering the red pill. For those who don't know what the red pill is, it's basically just telling you the realities of life, including about women, including about life as a man. It's just about life as a whole and the truth. Basically, it's just the truth about what people won't tell you and the things that people cannot talk about as a fear of getting banned or getting canceled. I remember these men saying things like, oh, women are irrational. They make decisions off of emotion. They can never ever take accountability. They live life in a fairy tale where they will, fight for certain things that they don't believe in just because other women are doing it or for other women to have the right to do it. But one of the most standout things that these men also said is that women will always take cover for each other, meaning that no matter what a woman does, right, other women will always defend her and there will always be a sister group and they will girls and they will always find a way to justify what that woman did and never ever take accountability. Which brings me to Lindsay Clancy, because I cannot help but notice what's going on in the Lindsay Clancy case, because never in my life would I expect, especially women who are so emotionally driven, women who are attached to their kids or supposed to be attached to their kids because it literally comes out of them and they bring them for 9 months. Never would I think that other women who have children or want to have children would ever defend a woman like Lindsay Clancy, who literally strangled her 3 kids to death. Never would I ever believe that would have happened. Here I was thinking that the red pill was evil. Here was I thinking that these niggas are talking shit, they're misogynistic. Oh, what do you mean women are irrational? What do you mean women always take up for each other and women can never ever do no wrong? What do you mean they never take accountability? But you women are doing a really, really good job. And I'm talking about the women, of course, who are supporting Lindsay Clancy, a woman, again, may I mention, strangled her 3 kids, took them out of this world. And then they go further. They say that's not enough. We're going to go ahead and blame the husband, Patrick Clancy, and say that, oh, let's make up some conspiracy theories that, oh, he was the one who actually killed the kids and then set Lindsay Clancy up, even though the evidence proves that this guy was at a grocery store, well, a prescription drugstore, trying to get his recently pregnant wife drugs and also pick up takeout for the kids, which a good father would do. Doing the acts of a good father, clearly not enough. It's his fault. He did it. Never would I think that this would ever happen in history, but here we are. Here we are. This Lindsay Clancy case, it has taught me a lot about modern women. It has taught me a lot about modern women. I can't even lie.
Another one bites the dust.
After listening to that video, the only thing I got to say is welcome. Welcome to the dark side. Because now that you're on this side, you will not be able to see the other side the same way ever again. Once you're able to see how a lot of these women truly are, it's hard to go back. And this right here is a great example of it. Now, I will say there are a lot of women online calling these women crazy too. So it isn't just the men, but this is part of dealing with women. Once you understand that there's a sisterhood and doesn't matter what they do, there's always going to be some women who are going to back her. It doesn't matter what it is. I will be honest with you. If tomorrow a videotape came out showing Lindsay doing the deed deed that she's accused of doing, or actually she said she did. And that video showed it clear, 4K, showed the whole thing. These women still would believe she was innocent. This is how unhinged a lot of these women are, because they're not using their brain in any of this. It's all emotions, it's all feelings. I don't know if y'all know this or not, but these women have raised over $1 million for this lady. She's going to jail for the rest of her life, or maybe not even jail. She's going to a psych ward. Wherever she's going, they raised $1 million for her. Mothers, single mothers, just women believing that she's innocent, even though everybody said she's guilty, including her. So once you're able to understand how they operate, this is going to help with you being around them in the future. Because you have to understand, if some of them are acting like this in a situation that has nothing to do with them, what do you think they're gonna do when they're in the situation? You think those same women ain't giving their husbands hell right now? Look at this video here.
So at first my husband didn't understand why I was so invested in this trial, and then I started to not understand why he wasn't invested in this trial. So then, being the good man he is, he got invested in this trial, but then he tried to start making me see things from a different perspective, and now he's sleeping upstairs in our bunk room.
She's mad at her husband because he doesn't agree with her that this girl is innocent. To me, he should be downtown looking for divorce papers, because if your woman believes that this woman is innocent and she can side with her and understand her, she's capable of doing the same thing. I would file for divorce and get full custody of my children. I don't want this woman in the house with me. Something's wrong with these women, okay? Something's really wrong with them. But I want to be clear what I'm saying. This is just a small little example of how delusional and deranged some of these women can be. When it comes to dating and relationships and just life, it can be even worse. So you got to know, if you're going to be out here dealing with these women, you better understand their nature. You better understand how they move, how they think. If you do not do that, you're going to be in trouble. And this is why so many men who were brought up to believe all women were innocent flowers and they're all a Disney princess and you got to love them and do everything these women ask you to do, they all get beat the hell up once you throw them out in that dating market, because these women for the most part are not like that. And I was one of those men. I believe women were innocent flowers too when I was younger. So I know what it's like. But the difference between me and a lot of other men, you learn them, you understand them, but you don't necessarily give up on them. I still have hope in women. I still believe there are some great women out there who can get some of this stuff under control, who aren't as deranged and crazy as these women going for Lindsay. So I'm just focusing my energy on those women. Something's wrong with them. All those women who gave her $1 million, those women are lost. Any man who's married to those women or dealing with those women, cut your losses and get away from them right now. That woman just showed you everything you need to see. If I find out something crazy happened and it comes out that that woman was talking about she believed Lindsay Clancy, anything that happened after that is on that man. If she takes out your children, if she takes you out, if anything crazy happens, it's on you, because you should get rid of her right now. She is giving you every clue in the world that she is a psychopath, okay? Get rid of her. But anyway, I'm happy to see that you got enlightened and that you now understand that a lot of these men who are online talking about women and saying the things that we say, we're not necessarily crazy. It ain't just coming from nowhere. A lot of it's coming from experience and just understanding exactly who we're dealing with. And the reason why the women hate the men who talk about this stuff so much is because they don't like the truth. It's as simple as that. Please like the video and leave a comment. I love listening to what you guys have to say. And don't forget to hit that hype button, because it really helps me out with the algorithm and I really do appreciate it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.